Hello? Hello. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. But I'm back at it. Get all this stuff off the screen. Reading a Reddit post about how, well, in the US there's a lot of layoffs going on right now. So that's a lot of fun. I was reading a Reddit post about how there are, I guess, people that are on things that are called performance improvement plans. So instead of like just getting laid off, and because in the US, if you get, well, in most states, US states, if you get laid off, you get unemployment benefits. But if you're able to just push them out with cause and make them quit, then you don't have to pay severance, which is pretty good. And I think you also don't qualify for unemployment. I was reading that, oh, how cool. Very nice. Very scary. Luckily, I'm doing pretty well. Only got was like 80 or 85% of my total bonus, but apparently that was the cap. I'm not sure if that's, as the kids say, cap or not. But I did get another stock grant, so we'll call that a win. Apparently I got a little bit more than my usual allotment, but you know, it's supposed to be coming like this week and I have to sign off on it, so that should be cool. I do enjoy getting stock so that I can like pretty much immediately sell it as soon as it vests. Let's see what I'm doing today. Oh, I have not switched my scene yet. That's fine. I wasn't really doing anything anyways. But what I'm doing is this. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's not really going to work. Hold on. Let's clear this. And by clear, I mean exit. But what I'm doing is this is mediapipe. Well, this is not mediapipe. This is a Python script that invokes mediapipe. And it also uses CV2. I did write a thing in Rust to kind of have a more optimized way of sending data. But I don't know. It's like mediapipe is expecting a very specific sequence of data. I don't really understand what it's expecting. So I have to use CV2 here. Well, I don't have to use CV2, but CV2 is the easiest one. And it's also I guess the most common way to do it. And anyways, I mean, all of these bindings are Python bindings to C++ code. So as long as this is my hot loop, right? So that's fine. As long as my hot loop is pretty optimized. Like, I think this is pretty good, I think. So as long as it's like that, and then this is the callback, right? So we open the capture, it's called cap, and then we create the detector there, and then this is the loop. It just loops until I hit Control-C or whatever. We read, see if it's a success or not, or whatever. We convert the frame from CV2 into a mediapipe image with this format. I'm not really sure why. This doesn't work when I implement my own video inputs. But anyways, once we have this, then we just pass it to mediapipe, which is the detector here, detect async, detects it, and then it calls this callback up here, where we then just send it to my Rust code. And then the Rust code is pretty simple as well. So all it does is it serializes the data and then broadcasts it on whatever port I configure. And then that port is configured here, pipper.broadcast port. How cool. How fancy. Although I'm not really sure if it makes a huge difference. Oh. I didn't notice. I was a little off on the tracking there. Anyways, I think I do need to turn off tracking actually, because here, this is my demo thing. Let me do it like this. So this is what I was using to packet peer to verify I was actually broadcasting data. I can tell you right now, I can confirm I am indeed broadcasting data and I'm able to pull it. Alright, so connection, UDP, take connection. Wait, hold on. I'm a bit twisted up right now. So take the connection, else UP is connection available. Then we'll take the connection. Then here, we just need to grab the data. So I know what it's going to be. So we're broadcasting on localhost, and then listening on port 8787, which is the T9 key code for VPUP. I'm not sure how common 8787 is for ports. I was the only one broadcasting on this port, so I think I'm fine. Right here, we'll just grab this. There's quite a few landmarks as well, which is unfortunate. Right. So there's our data. And I guess we'll do it like this. So while connection get is greater than 0, then we'll do this. We'll get the data. We're not going to print it. We're going to just print data. Don't print the entire data, because there are like 500 keys, mostly because I'm sending landmarks. Let's send, I don't know, let's just print the blend shapes. Blend shapes. So I need to stop tracking here. So say goodbye. We'll keep it on screen, like here, just so people know. And then we'll start the tracker. So Python, what is it called? Snake pipit. Because I wanted to call it, oh no. It's using dshow. How does it figure out which one to use? Okay, that's weird. Did I set this to dshow? Oh, I did set this to dshow like an idiot. Why would I do that? Yeah, so there's two tracking backends, and I believe OpenCFace actually uses dshow as well. But dshow is the legacy API. Kind of sucks. Well, whereas I think you're supposed to try to use Windows Media Foundation to handle tracking, which is why it also takes a little bit to start up. But now we get all the appropriate data, et cetera, et cetera. I don't need to track runtime by myself either, which is very nice. And we can start this, and then we should just get a lot of log spam. No! Oh, sorry. Connection get packet. Get string from UTF-8, and then we can start here. We get a lot of log spam. It's very cool. And then these are all the things, I guess. So let me see. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Give me 6, and then we can just print that out. So blend shapes 6, which is cheek puff. Are you sure you aren't trying to puff my cheeks? How do I puff? How do you puff your cheeks? Maybe I need to warm it up like this. You can't see me. Hold on. Get me out of here. What are the blend? I'm assuming it sends me the blend shapes in order that they're defined here on the middle here. Right now I'm looking at connections. I need to do connections next. Cheek puff. Give me jaw open. That's 25. Yeah, I need to figure out how to calculate the translation and rotation, because otherwise there's not really an easy way to do it, and I'm not sure if I can just apply transformation matrices either. I'm not sure if that's how it works in Godot. Maybe you can. I'm not really sure how though. So given a transformation matrix, what is a transformation matrix? I actually don't really know, but that's what from my research, that's what it's supposed to look like. If we look in the Discord, I posted something here. Yeah, but this is also why I don't really take suggestions all that seriously. Is that people all want, new features, but no one wants to put in the work. Except for me, for whatever reason. And you know what? I'm fine with that. That's how things go sometimes, That's also why I don't really take feature requests anymore. Unless like someone puts in some work. But applying matrix, yeah. So here matrix retarget options. Don't know. Matrix, and then matrix copy. Yeah, I don't think this is how Godot works, because they're just taking some sort of matrix, and this is why I love JavaScript. There's no type, so you have, well, it is TypeScript. What's a 3 matrix for? Godot has a matrix for as well. That's called a transform. So maybe I can just maybe it would just work, and I just need to do where's the documentation for this? You know what? I didn't need to open this up like that. Yeah, I already have it open here. Duplicate. God, the new the new GitHub UI sucks. Is it containers? It's not containers. It is. What is it? Hold on. It's in this file, I think. Create from options, detect for video, detect async. No, it's under. Where is it? It's the like face landmark something. Where is it? Face landmark result. Is it not here? Can I get rid of this? I hate this. Is it you? Face landmark result here. So, these are just ND arrays. What the heck? So it's a list of arrays. I'm not really sure what's in them. And I'm not really sure how you're supposed to. Well, I mean, if it's an array, if it's an ND array, it means it's an n-dimensional array, and I'm pretty sure that they're just 2D arrays. So a matrix 4 is just a 4x4 matrix, not a 4x4 matrix. So it's 4 arrays inside of a single array, and then it's just a list of those. I think that's how that works. So maybe I could send that. I would need to be able to serialize it, I guess. Well, actually, if we're just sending that, well, maybe, yeah. I guess if we're just sending it, then I can just use the built-in Python stuff, because then there's nothing for me to transform, right? Yeah. Because then all the parsing would just have to happen on the Godot side, because it's just a bunch of matrices. Whereas what I'm doing here on the Rust side is I'm trying, that's the entire reason why I'm doing this stuff in Rust, is because I'm trying to calculate the translation and rotation. But if I can just directly use the matrices, maybe that would be better. Yeah. I suppose I can also do that. Let me do that real quick. So kill this. Start you again. All right. And then we'll go back into here. What changes have I made, by the way? Have I made any changes? It says that there's a change. Oh. Fix bad. CV2 flag. Start adding translation, rotation, structs. All right. So I think you can do import socket. And then we'll just do broadcaster is equal to socket, socket. Is that how that works? Socket, socket. And then it's looking for socket. Oh man, it's been a while. What is it? It's inet and socket dgram. Yeah, datagram, as in a UDP datagram. And then this one, we can just comment it out. Socket. What is a socket? I actually don't know what this is. What is this? It's a socket. I have no idea. All right, I guess you don't get a type, sorry. And then it's send to, I think. What is the Python socket stuff? Python socket. For whatever reason, I'm not getting very good code completion here. I haven't gotten decent code completion in a while. That's why PyCharm is so nice. Or I don't know. Why am I even looking at the docs? Let's just type it into Google. Python send bytes. Yeah, send bytes over UDP. I looked this up before. Send to data host port. So send to, then we can do result facial transformation matrices. Don't I need to turn these into bytes, or can I do like a JSON? Do I have JSON import? I don't. Import JSON. So JSON dumps. Wait, and then how do you? So a JSON formatted string, sure. So we're dumping result facial transformation matrices. Put them all into here. This is gonna be a byte string. Format this, and then we'll just look at what we get. And then this is host and port. So we'll call it 127.0.1, and then port 8787. Sure, that looks okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't know. Does that look fine? I think that looks fine. Face detection, and then for whatever reason, well, I know why you're not able to do the standard Python thing by just declaring a variable out in the middle of nowhere, is because this is actually being run on a thread, so it doesn't have access to the same scope as I do, or that you would normally have access to. So that's why you need to do a partial func here, aka bind the first variable to whatever I defined here in this scope. Very cool. So I think that should be okay. Just to make sure, let's try it again. Nothing to push here, but I won't be able to broadcast, or I won't be able to receive from my camera until I do this. Gotta turn off OpenC face, start broadcasting again. It's taking a little bit. Maybe, ooh, we exploded, that's good. Are you not able to dump this stuff? You might not be able to do that. Well, okay. How do you do a numpy nd array to list? Yeah. Oh, it's just called toList. toList. Is that really what it's just toList? toList, all under, not underscore, under case. All right, send me again. You can do it, I believe. Applies recursively, that's fine. Send me, do it. Ah, I have no idea why this is happening. Let me get some verbose. Is that not how that works? Can I get verbose output, please? F you. Is it not verbose? Okay. Takes a little bit. Takes a little bit. Fantastic. All right. I have no idea then. It's probably something to do with this, though. Right, because if I do this, or I might need to just unpack the matrices myself. Oh my god, yeah. Oh good. See, this is what I thought would work, but maybe that's not how that works. If I take this stuff out, so I can just send an empty thing like that, I think it'd still be fine. Oh, I see, I made a mistake here. All right, kill this. The Windows Media Foundation library sucks. It's so slow. Which is, I guess, why like DShow is still used by so many libraries, even though it doesn't really get updated all that much anymore. All right. So let me back to you here. Just let me see what I'm even receiving. Oh, it's just a dictionary. That's right. Right. Just an empty dictionary? Yeah, okay. Kill this. Format, result. JSON. Dumps. Don't think this is going to work if I just do it like that, but we can do face, landmark. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Right, because this is a... Wait, no. Face blend shapes and face landmarks are lists of lists because those work for multiple faces. But then what the heck is facial transformation matrices? Or do I just want to look at the first one? Oh, I know why it's not working and why it's seg faulted. It's because I had this turned off. That's right. I knew that. Alright, don't give me blend shapes. Who needs blend shapes? Blend shapes are for nerds. Alright, give me the matrices. And then what was this? This was a list of NP arrays. I don't know. Do you think it's going to be able to send it? It might be able to send it. Send me. Please. I desire to be sent. We're sending. Okay. So just print me. Nothing. Why is it not sending? See, this is what always makes you feel really dumb. Send me again. We're still running here as well, right? Okay. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and assume we don't have any data. What do we got? Yeah, my connection is null. That's weird though. Did I change it? What did I change? I didn't change anything, right? Yeah, just send me some bytes. Maybe it's just not able to connect because the datagram is too big. Like, that could happen. That could be a thing sometimes. I don't know. Send me? Nothing. Okay, send me. Nothing. What did I change? This was literally just working. How's the dev going? It's going. So I have mediapipe wrapped here. This is just a really quick Python thing. And then what I was going to try to do was I already have it unpacking all of the blend shapes here because there's a new update to Google mediapipe, which is a tracking utility thingy that supports facial expressions and full body tracking and hand tracking, which is a bit harder than full body tracking. Because if you think about it, your fingers are just like additional hands, or not, your fingers are additional arms on your hands, which makes it hard to track. So I was gonna try to figure out how to calculate your head translation and rotation based off of this list here, because these are your face landmarks oval, which I'm assuming means it's like all the points that make up your head, and then these connections are all XYZ values. So based off of that, I'm pretty sure I can try to calculate the translation of your head based off of the, you know, difference between XYZ, and then the rotation based off of, I guess, Z values, assuming that Z is in and out. But I was looking at the official example, which is here. Oh no, which is here. Which is here. And this is using JavaScript stuff, which is already all pre-converted. But it looks like what they're doing on video frame, yeah, they do a thing, detect face landmarks, and then apply transformation. So they get the transformation matrix, and then they just apply the matrix to their avatar, which is here. And it looks like they're just copying and pasting the matrix, the transformation matrices, onto their model, which I can also do, I think. I'm not actually sure if that's how it works. But it says here that it's a matrix 4. Godot has matrix 4s as well. So I was trying to see if I could just pipe that into Godot real quick, as opposed to having to do real math and try to create a visualization based off of these. How many points? The 35 points, question mark, might be 34. Because point 1 here connects to itself, or it connects to the last one, which makes an oval. Yeah, so I was gonna try to do a visualization, but if I can just take a shortcut and follow how the JavaScript thing is doing it, then that would be beautiful. Because then I just need to optimize for unpacking however many transformation matrices there are. I'm assuming there's a lot, because the documentation here says that it's a transformation matrix. It's a list of numpy, nd arrays, n-dimensional arrays, which I'm assuming means it's a list of 2D arrays, and those 2D arrays contain four arrays of which they are all size 4 by 4. It's a 4 by 4 two-dimensional array. Is that how you say it? Anyways, I'm not able to connect anymore for some reason, even though it was just working. Broadcasting, because this is how you're supposed to do it. Detector, detect async. Rerun me. I remember I did change this, which caused a lot of things to break, or it caused some things to break, not a lot of things. Maybe it doesn't work if you just don't output facial blend shapes. So run this. This is my server. Yeah, what the heck? So if you don't output face blend shapes, it doesn't work anymore? Why? That's weird. All right, well, give me both. Why not? Rerun it. Microsoft's Media Foundation is very slow, which means it takes like, feels like about 5-6 seconds to start every single time. It crashed, so that's good. That's weird. Oh, they just print me, I guess. Result facial transformation matrices. It says matrices, but it's not matrices, right? Matrices is not correct English. It should be matrices. Sending it. Yeah. Yeah, see? Maybe it's just not able to... Maybe what I can do is print res... We'll call it v for I in result dot facial transform. Is it to array? No, it's called to list. Sorry, to list. Maybe that's okay, because I need to go into the object, because it's a list of numpy arrays, which you don't want. All right. Good start. Good start. Is that actually not how you're supposed to do it? Wait, no. It's a list, right? Yeah, it's a list of numpy arrays. So for I in result facial transformation matrices. No, just hit me with that I to list. All right, so we can just do this the manual way. That's fine. So once I have this, then I can just send it over to Godot. Okay, cool. So this is, yeah, there's your first one. Oh, that's why it's a list of numpy arrays. I read it as numpy, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced numpy. Okay, so I think what I can do is, don't print anything. We don't need that anymore. But we can do, I mean, you can index like this, right? To list. and then send me, and then send me here as well. Wait for it. You can do it. I believe in you. Ah. Oh, I see. That's not valid JSON. That's why it crashes. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Wait, no, that is valid JSON, right? Like, you can have a list of lists in JSON, right? No? No, yeah, no, valid. A list of lists is valid JSON. Is it not? So you do print result facial transformation matrices 0 to list. Or actually, what does 2 bytes do? 2 bytes? Or is that something I'm not allowed to do? Does this have documentation? It does not. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. An ND array. What do you got? What do you got? Array objects. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. ND array. What's it called? 2 bytes? Master array? ND array 2 bytes. What does this do? Construct Python bytes containing the raw data bytes in the array. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Well, I can't use that. Because otherwise, how would you know where the bytes stop and start? Okay, so I do need to do it like this. And then I think I just need to do... I just need to unpack it like so. So let's call it M4. Or we'll call it a mat4. Then we'll do ba, 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 ba. I think this is rife. Well, not rife, but it's ready for me to rewrite. Right. At 4.0, yeah, we'll just index directly for now. At 4.1 C. It's not really how you're supposed to do it, but that's fine. And Q. It's close enough. Send me. And then while it's sending me, I'm going to be right back. Is it going to explode? Ah, it exploded. Okay. Why isn't this working? I feel like that is valid, or is it because the datagram is just too big? Like, this should be fine, right? And the painful part about this is that there's not really an easier way to do this. Am I missing something? I am missing something. There isn't really an easier way to do this. Because it does start it on a separate thread. Yeah. What the heck? Okay, sure. We'll call it data dictionary. Actually, that's not a data dictionary. This is the data string. Hold on. Just one more time. This is a string, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, that's what the function signature says. One more time. Right, that's valid JSON for sure. All right, and then we just send it now, right? Format. Something is wrong. Nope, still wrong. Do. Data string. Yeah, that should be right. You can send bigger packets than that. What is this? What is this? Is there a way to is there a way to run this with a bit more logging? Because verbose doesn't give me enough because it's running on a separate thread. Yeah, because then it just crashes. But if I just do something like that, then it does actually send. So I know it's not me. Where is it? Send me. Oh, wait, what? Is it my format arguments wrong? Is it not? Is that not how you're supposed to do it? Okay, sure. Then data string bytes. How do you convert a string to bytes? Python string to bytes. Sure. Best way to convert a string to bytes. String encode, sure. My string data string. Sure, send me. Maybe you're not able to format on a byte string. Maybe that was it and I'm just a dummy. You know what? That was probably it. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So now that we have these, then let me go into here. There's my personal website. Where is it? Godot. URM. Hello, Nero. How are you? Add-ons. I'm experimenting with mediapipe right now. My ineptitude with Python is starting to show. There's a lot of small things in Python I've forgotten. For one, apparently you're not allowed to format a byte string, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been about like a week or something, which is forever in internet time, I suppose. All right. Yeah, so here, I'm seeing if I can just send the transformation matrix, or the fallback is to calculate the translation and rotation myself. But maybe, hopefully, the transformation matrix is good enough. Oh, and then actually, yeah, since it is just a single transformation, or just a single transform, yeah, actually, since it is just a transform, I think I could just send that. And then the only thing I really need to do after that is convert it to a list. Yeah, something like that. Or convert it to a Python list so that I can then go into here and then send it all via Rust, which in theory is faster, but maybe it's not actually that much faster. Because the only reason why I did it in Rust was because I thought I had to calculate the translation and rotation myself. But if the transform is already calculated for me, maybe it's okay. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But here, go into project settings, plugins, enable all of these. And then go back into add-ons, vbuffer. I'm gonna grab the Alicia model. Welcome to the squad. Add-ons. Wait for it to re-import. You can do it. I believe. He's done it. Okay. So then I think I can just drop a camera 3D into here, make it the current camera. Move it back a little bit. Move it up a little bit so we don't get a nasty upskirt. Then assets. What am I supposed to do here? Okay. Yes, VRM. Yeah, there we go. Just put me like here. I'll call it Alicia. Access as unique name. Then here, I've already verified that it's going to be, it's decoded as a JSON dictionary or a JSON map, not a JSON list. So actually, I think if I just go back, I don't even need to decode it. I can just send it as a list of lists. Because I think a list of lists is still valid JSON, right? Then, give me this, unready, Alicia. All right, so there's Alicia. How do I get the head bone? How do I get the head bone? Oh, whoops, sorry. Access as unique name. Give me a new inherited scene. All right, so then we need to grab the skeleton. Or you know what? Let me just do it like this. It's just a little easier this way. Save me. Ba-bum. Kill this. All right, here's Alicia. It's pretty much the same thing. Sorry. There's Alicia. But now it's a new inherited scene, so I can now inspect it a lot easier. Why does this have a script attached to it? What the heck? Okay, that's fine, I think. It's a bit weird. I think so. A list of lists. Yeah. I suppose we could always check, right? So JSON formatter. Is this the one I like to use? No, this was the one. This is the one I don't like to use, but that's fine. But I think you're allowed to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and then you can validate. Valid JSON. Thanks for nothing. Then we can format it. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, so Alicia. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Get me out of here. Alicia. Find child. General Skelly Man. And then this gives you the actual node. So I think we need to do this. Skeleton 3D. Skelly is that. And then inside of that, I need to find the appropriate bone. So let me see. Don't add bone. I need to find bone. And then this should also follow the VRM specification. So it should just be called head, I think. So what does the spec say? This is a VRM0. Model bone mapping. That's right. So head bone. Although I do know that some implementations don't follow the spec, which makes it very difficult. Head ID is equal to skeleton find bone. Thanks for nothing still. Skeleton sets bone set bone. Can you get a rotation from a transform? Or can you get a quaternion from a transform? What the heck? Can you get one of these from a transform? No, you can't. But I think you can get a rotation. You can get a quaternion from a transform. No, you can't. What the heck? Well, all I have is a transform. I know in Godot 3 you could use a transform. Or set bone rest, and then there's your transform. Set bone global pose override. I guess I'm a little confused as to why they took out the transform, but you can still set your bone rest pose using the transform. What's the point? Get bone or maybe it's just like everything is just based off of the global pose. But it's like, the fact that it says override is freaking me out. This be a global pose. Oh, no 3D global pose. Huh? How about this? Transform 3D. I guess I can. Okay. So this is the. No, this is the basis. This is what you actually want. And then the basis is a 3x3 matrix. Wait, weren't these. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the heck? Are these all quaternions? I'm a little confused. I just realized that. Wait. This is a 3x4 matrix. Maybe that's still fine. Sorry, I'm just having my mind blown. But even then, this still doesn't make any sense to me. Let's just go ahead and construct it here though. So I know that this is going to be X, Y, Z, Q, because I ran out of letters. So this is the transform 3D from. Ooh, hold on. What is a projection? Is a projection a 4x4? Please be a 4x4. That would be beautiful. It is! Okay. Oh, I should be calling it W. Not Q. 4 vector, 4 columns. Okay, but then what do I do with the... What do I do with this? Okay, so Let's do var projection. And hold on. Let me stop sending like that. Let me rename that to W. I'm sure if you actually know what you're doing, this makes a lot more sense. Projection. Projection. So from I'm thinking vector for data x 0 da 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 1 2 3, and then we just need to do this several more times. So let me grab this. Vector 4, vector 4, vector 4. Then this is x, y, z, w. That's not how you do it. W, z, y. All right, so there's your projection. Let me just print the projection really quick. Are we running? We're not running, okay. And then based off of the projection, is there a way for me to apply just the projection to a specific bone? I have a feeling it's not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Global pose, okay. Global pose. Is there anything else? There's no way, like, this is it, right? Set bone pose. I guess it is like set bone global pose override. And then I need to grab the transform 3D. I don't really understand what amount means. I guess we're just going to do like it's a 0 to 1 sort of deal. Are we printing? Oh, we're not even doing anything, sorry. Ooh, okay. I guess it looks okay. Bring me back. Is the first value my... Was it my roll? I guess you can't really see it either because the duck is in the way. I'm not really sure. It looks fine though. But there's your projection. It's also like fast enough, I guess, so whatever. But then we do skeleton, set, bone. Well, from the projection, get aspect, get FOV, get projection plane. Inverse? No. How do I use this? Yeah, but how do I use this? There's a lot of math here. Okay, I don't even remember what a determinant is. Scale your value that is a sign factor by which areas are scaled by this matrix. If the sign is negative, the matrix flips the orientation of the area. The determinant can be used to calculate the invertibility of a matrix or solve linear systems of equations involving the matrix, among other applications. Yes, indeed, indubitably. I don't know what that means. Those are all words I know individually. All right, so now I have the projection. Now what? I don't really know. can multiply by a vector 4, but I don't have a vector 4. Huh? This looks like what I need. I just need to figure out like how do I how do I how do I go back? Transform 3D. From a transform 3D. I don't think I can get a vector 3. Or maybe I can get a vector 3 from a transform 3D. Uses a basis for the first 3 columns. So given... No... Well, okay, what is the basis? From the basis you can get a... No, that's a scale. You can, okay, from the basis you can get the Euler. But actually, isn't that still just your... That's just your rotation, right? Well, actually, you know what? Rotation is all you need. All right, give me tx transform. Actually, no, I don't even need a transform, right? I can just use a basis and then construct a basis from a vector 3. You know what? Just give me all of these. So this needs to be a bunch of vector 3s. Sorry, vector 3. Vector 3, and then take off the z component. Something like that, and then that's your basis. And then we can do skeleton set bone pose. Set bone rotation. No, you need a quaternion! Okay, what can I do with a quaternion? Okay, you can create a quaternion from a basis. No, hold on. Head ID. What a great API. Quaternion from my basis. Yeah, something like that. And then it should work, right? We're running into a lot of errors. That's not good. Oh, it's not able to find the head bone. Interesting. All right, I guess I can just look. So what does Alicia have as the head bone? Can I see the bones or no? You got bones? You got bones? No? No bones? Can I see bones? Okay, I can see the bones. So it's called... Oh, did they rename head to uppercase head? How do I find the head? Neck, head. Oh my god. Okay. They uppercased it. Fantastic. Not even following the spec anymore. Alright. Congratulations, you did it. Send me. Oh, it works. All right. Good news, it's working. Turns out I don't need to do any complex mathematics. It's beautiful. I still don't really understand. What do I do with this? like this is what they're using, but then how do I apply this to... Like, I keep saying, like, this. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. If you want to play with it as well. Well, I mean, there's the other part. I turned off webcam tracking just in case. Right, because, see, they're just copying the matrix onto their model. But for my use case, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to use a projection. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or maybe what I could do is multiply the projection by a vector 4, and then from that vector 4 construct a vector 3, and then use that as my... Wait, no. Can you create a quaternion from a vector 4? You can. I'm still not... I'm still not really getting it. Can I do this? Is this something I can do? Like, given a projection, I can get the V4 is equal to the projection multiplied by a vector 4, 1, and then from that vector 4, you can turn that into a quaternion by unpacking it. Like this, kind of. So it's not a basis anymore, but we can do V4 X, V4 Y, V4 Z, and that's, yeah, V4 W, like that. That's pretty weird. Do you think it's gonna work? No, I'm too far away to see it easily. Also, it's very dark. Actually, where is my camera? Actually, wait, why the heck is my camera so far away? Yeah, what the heck? I'm not that far away. Like, I can't really tell. It's still way too dark. Give me a node 3D. Now we'll just move everyone into here. Let me give me a directional light, please. It's very bright. Oh, whoops. Just put it way above like that. So now it's pretty light, so you should be able to see it. Alicia's not looking too good. Also, why does it look like she's so far away? Is this not my main camera? Yeah, like it should be really close. All right. Let's get a little too close. So I'm looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right. I guess I can't do that. I guess you have to do it like this. By calculating the basis, or extracting the basis. And then pulling a quaternion from that. Yeah, that looks more correct. So if I'm looking left, looking right, looking up, looking down, roll right. Just roll my head through my shoulder. Okay, so it looks... I guess everything is actually reversed. Yeah, I think all the values are reversed actually. So if I just use a negative quaternion, well, because everything is reversed because it's, but it looks correct because it's mirrored, except for looking up and down. So if I reverse the, is that not how quaternions work? Am I not allowed to just reverse the quaternion like that? Can I reverse the basis as well? Maybe don't reverse the quaternion, reverse the basis. Or maybe give me a, negate all of these vector 3s and then maybe it's more correct. Oh, you're not allowed to do that. Are these not normalized? Orthonormalized? Ooh. Basis must be normalized to be casted to a quaternion. Use get rotation quaternion or orthonormalize if the basis contains linearly independent vectors. Get rotation quaternion. Oh, does basis have a thing on it? Get rotation quaternion? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So I don't even need to do it like that. Basis, get rotation quaternion. Sure. So I think it's still kind of wrong. Hold on. Z. Oh, geez. That's not right. I'm not really sure which ones I need to invert. I think this is the wrong one. Oh, what the heck? Has it always been like this? No. Left, right, up, down. Why is up, down kind of weird? Which one is it? Oh. That was weird. Left, right, up, down, roll, roll. Okay, so the rolling, okay, so this controls rolling. So maybe it's this one? Ooh, stop doing that. That surprises me every time. Up, down, left, right, roll. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I don't think it's this. From what I do know about 3x3 matrices, this is your, from top left to bottom right, that line is your, that's like your, those are the ones that I can remember. Or those are the ones that map to the concepts I understand. And then everything else is just kind of weird. So maybe this is right? Oh, nope. Well, actually, it's kind of right. Well, no, never mind. I was going to say, like, now it's looking up and down correctly. So left, right, up, down, roll, roll. Nope. Is it some combination of all of these? Up, down, right. Is it both of these? I don't know. Why am I not, why is looking up and down not correct? I miss working with vector 3s. Matrices scare me. I suppose I can actually just do this, right? Manipulate it in real time. So if I just slide it over here, can't I do, no? Maybe not. Okay, that's much better. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. So now that's reversed, which is not correct. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, oh, oh. So now these are reversed. Still reversed. Still reversed. Still reversed. Am I just reversing everything? Wait. So now up, down, right. This is me looking right. Oh, you know what? No, this is, now it is correct. Because now it's not mirrored. Now it's actually rotating in the correct direction. So now when I look up, the model looks up. When I look down, the model looks down. When I look to my right, the model looks to its right, her right. The model looks to her left. And then we go back to here. Kill this. We can do like blend shapes. Then results, face, blend shapes. Give me the first one. That's probably fine, right? Oh, what the heck? What is this giving me? Because now I'm not able to send it over the wire anymore. I'm just slowly dying. Ah, come on. Yeah, face blend shapes is a list of lists of category module. Oh, wait. You're not able to dump that. That's right. I'm having a good time, he said as he slowly cries himself to sleep. For I in face blend shapes 0, give me the first index because I'm always going to be the first index, and I'm already filtering out no faces detected. And then what? So I just need the score and the category name. So blend, append, give me just another dictionary called name, I, category name, and score, score, I score. And then index don't need. All right. So now we can send this over the wire. Come on. It's not. It's just really bad at printing. Okay, so it's something to do with this blend shape here then. Print blend shapes. What is your problem? So it's something during the conversion to JSON. But what? I'm gonna cry. All right, so get added here. Oh, I'm stupid. I see. It's a null pointer. There we go. I'm not sure why my Python extension is not giving me any more code highlighting though. And the fact that it takes like 6 seconds for this to start up every single time is just excruciating. And then we can do for d in data dot blend shapes. So that should be, what did I define this as again? I was literally just looking at it. It's a list of dictionaries containing name and score. So name and score. So do you set that stuff on the skeleton or do you set it on the mesh? You set it on the mesh, okay. So, wait, I think you set it on the mesh. I just kind of looked at it and I just made a few broad assumptions about it. Or actually, maybe I can do it on this. So what does this do, by the way? So if I go into here, this is A, and then I can, okay, you know what? I guess that makes sense. So for the animation player, oh, sorry. Animation player. So I can, oh, but I remember now. I remember why I couldn't use this is because animation players can only have one well, actually, hold on. I'm actually not sure if that's true or not. Get a good look. So if I do, and then does it reset? Oh, it doesn't reset. So I can just loop through every single animation. Wait, can I? So if I and then I, then O. Wait. I think that's fine. I don't know. Hit me with the reset. There's no reset. That's very cool. What the heck? What is wrong with your mouth? Okay. Okay, so, oh, geez. So, Alicia, do you have, what is it called? VRM anim player. Anim player. Is that not true? Do you not have an anim player on you? You should. It's just not giving me code completion. And then on the animation player, then we can just set the animation. So okay. So going off of mediapipe, I have this window open somewhere. Here, 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 here. Move it up. Oh, but like, they're not named like you would think they're named. But current. Why am I not getting code completion anywhere now? As animation player. I'm at 25% efficiency because I just don't remember what anything is called anymore. So animation, hold on. Current animation is equal to VRM. What did they call it? Oh wait, no, these are different ones. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized that these are perfect sync blend shapes. These aren't the standard VRM blend shapes. What are the blend shapes? Which ones? Or morph shapes, whatever you want. Yeah, see, this doesn't have joy. Oh no. Okay, so I do have another VRM model that does have all of these. All right, so get ready to get yeeted, I think. Yeah, for non-perfect sync, I can still use a lot of these. It's just a lot harder to. All right, I don't know. For now, just print me, I guess. For now, just print me, just to make sure that we're actually receiving it. Give me the 6th one, I guess. So run me, and that's cheek puff. It doesn't seem to actually pick up my cheek puff though. How many? Give me 25, which is mouth open. That one's pretty easy to tell. See. Oh, you probably can't see it, but it is working. So then after, based off of that, then I can then manipulate the jaw. So based off of this, let's do data blend shapes score. And then we'll do Alicia, VRM anim player. Current Animation. I almost typed in animation. Is equal to VRM, let's call it A, and then Alicia VRM anim player. What is it called? Current animation position is equal to score. Okay, that's not great. Oh no, it's not called VRMA. Okay, what is it called? Send me animation VRMA. Eh? What do you mean? What was the error? Oh, it's on Notepad. What's the point? It's a node path. Who cares about the node path? Okay, we can do it like this. It's kind of weird. Alicia anim. Is Alicia VRM. God. The lack of code completion, it's killing me. Alicia get node. Give me the anim player. And then based off of this, then we can use this animation player to do like that. And that's not called position, it's called current animation position, sorry. Current animation position. So that might work. Nope, not at all. Cannot assign a new value to a read-only property. All right, that makes sense. I guess I can do, I guess I have to seek. And then force it to update as well. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. And I guess everything else just needs to, well, I don't know. Let me see. So we have VRMA, and then presumably we have other things attached to it as well. So VRMA, blink left and blink right. Okay, so let's do this. So it's called VRM blink left, VRM blink right. And then there's I blink left, I blink right. Current animation. This is just for testing, but I think this might actually be what I do. Blink left. And I have another window open with that has all of these numbers associated with it. So blink left is 9. So it's going to be mirrored. So what you see is actually like, it is going to be her left eye, but it's going to display as the right eye. Because usually you would want to mirror it for actual tracking, but for now I'm just trying to get it correct, and then I can fix it later. Something like that. That's actually pretty good. I'm just a little confused as to why it looks like she's so far away. All right, what if we just get up right in her, oh, a nasty chest shot. Yeah, see, I don't understand why. Because when I preview it, yeah, when I preview it, that's exactly what it looks like. But then when I do it, you know, as expected, then it looks like it's too far away. Yeah, see, it looks like it's slightly farther away now. Yeah, something is wrong with the import, by the way. Or maybe it's just like the lighting is a bit too intense and then the rendering is kind of messing up. So, the mouth open, mouth closed. My left eye is closed. My right eye is closed. Yeah, so I think for I don't know. For models that aren't perfect sync, it's probably going to have to be roughly the same workaround that I used for, whatchamacallit, for vpupper and OpenCFace. Yeah, and this isn't even using any Rust stuff anymore, so yeah, actually, you know what? That's pretty good. It's only at 3% utilization, and doesn't even need any more Rust. What a waste of my time. And 1% GPU, which isn't too bad. Or it is not bad at all, actually. Oh. It does sometimes spike to 5. That's probably okay. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough. Yeah. Although I'm curious, if I move it into Rust, can I get it even lower? Maybe not. It might be the Rust part that's actually spinning up the CPU. Possibly. But remember that it's like roughly 3. It's hovering around 3, spikes to 5 sometimes. All right, but that's not bad. That's not bad. So blend shapes and then result facial transformation matrices. Should be matrices, really. That's really bothering me. The fact that it says matrices instead of matrices. Okay, so let me do it like this then. So I don't need this anymore. Struct transformation matrix. I guess it is just the one matrix, right? So what are these? Struct factor 4. So x f32 f32 w f32. So of course this will just serialize pretty easily. So if this turns out to actually be higher CPU load, then I'll just go back to the pure Python implementation. I have a feeling that might be the case though. Vector 4. And I'm also not sure if this is actually what they're called, but that's fine. Derive, serialize. So this needs to derive, serialize, and then this also needs, oh wait, hold on. Because these need to come from Python objects, which means it's going to be a list of lists, which means struct py transformation matrix, which is a vector of vectors of f32s, float 32s if you will. Then this is a py class. Well, actually, you know what? I feel like I've been using this wrong as well. Like these don't actually need to be py classes, right? I think it only needs to derive from py objects. Or does it need to be a py class in order to derive from py object? I have no idea. But I think that also means I don't need to have landmarks anymore either. Yeah. And then here, impl from py transformation matrix for just regular transformation matrix. So give me the implementation self vector for value so something like that, right? Value is value 0. So it's a vector of vectors of F32s. So something like that. Because I know that it will always look like that. And then we'll just copy this over a few times. So X, Y, Z. You know, I'm sure I could actually write a macro that does this faster, but whatever. It's quicker just to do it manually. And then maybe if this turns out to be faster, then I'll write a macro to clean it up. Right, and then get rid of the landmark. Because yeah, I don't know what I'm even using the landmarks for. Because it appears that the transformation matrix is already pre-calculated for me anyways, which is beautiful. All right, and then send. No longer taking a landmark. Now we are taking actually, you know what? It's not a vec of vecs because we're always going to be taking the first one. So now it's just a single list, which makes this a lot easier. Like so. Hello, you have ads now? I've always had ads, but like I don't run them for you. I've never manually run ads, if that's what you're asking. Also, check this out. It's mediapipe. Huzzah! But because Alicia is a very basic model with no perfect synced blend shapes, I can still do the old manual way of doing it, which is how vpupper implemented in Godot 3 works, is that I just manually calculates what the blend shape should be. But if you run this stuff on a perfect sync model, I think they should all just match up pretty easily, and it'll be beautiful. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, this is right. Yeah, hold on. Wait, hold on. Undo. It is a vec of vecs. Because calling two lists on a 2D array gives you an array containing other arrays containing 4 values. That's right. So X, yeah, so that's fine. Then wire data. I think this should just come to me as hold on. It's not a landmark. This is a I'm confused. Hold on. So it's not landmarks, it's transformation matrix. It's the first one. Then pi transformation matrix should be fine. Then this Serde thing we don't need. Well, we can keep it for now. Wire data from. This should be just a regular transformation matrix. So from a pi transformation matrix from pi transformation matrix, we can do transformation matrix from pi transformation matrix. Yeah. No. Wait. No, I'm dumb. It's value 0. Sorry. Is this the library you're telling me about the multi-threading thing? No, it's not. This is pi 03, not to be confused with pi oxide, which is well, it's pi oxide, and then there's Python oxidized or something, which is like a pi installer type tool, whereas pi oxide, pi 03, allows you to write Python modules pretty easily in Rust. So right now, if we're looking at the task manager, you can see that currently this pure Python implementation is hovering around 3%. So I think I can get that lower, but maybe not, because like back when I was sending data via Rust, it was actually up at 5%. So I'm not sure what the difference is. It's possible that there's just way more overhead. But who knows? Transformation matrix, unwrap or defaults. Actually, was that it? That's pretty good if that was it. Right, because wire data contains not landmarks, it's transformation matrix. Sorry. Like that. Don't need to calculate anything anymore because I think the transformation matrix is good enough. So what's going on the Python side? Like, why do you need Python? It's because mediapipe only has Python libraries available. And I cannot figure out how Bazel works. Bazel is a very confusing build system. I'm just like it's something that you need to learn, and I just don't want to learn. It's much more complicated than CMake. I'll tell you, I can say that for sure. But yeah, basically Python is only there so I can interact with mediapipe, and then also because mediapipe doesn't like it when I just give it raw bytes, because I guess the bytes need to be ordered in a specific way. So now I also have to use the CV2 Python library because it just works. Yeah, I was using Nakwa before, but I kept segfaulting. Like I would get one frame in, and then the entire program was segfault. So now I have to use the much. It's still pretty fast, I guess, because it's a very small binding on top of it. Like this is my hot loop. Right, is we read, we check the success value, I convert the image into a mediapipe image, and then this just runs in another thread, like detect async, and then this is a completely separate function on a different thread. So you do binding Python to Rust to Godot instead of Python to Godot. Is there a Python to Godot binding? Is Godot Python updated for Godot 4? It says it's under heavy refactoring. So I am not sure. Godot 4. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Godot 4 Meson updated last month. CI build failing. That's not great. Godot Python. I'm unsure. Yeah. But if the Godot 4 bindings are ready, I would use it. But because they're not, we'll do it like this. And also, doing it like this means that other people can use it as well. If they just need some way to like receive all the appropriate data. Yeah, because either way, you're going to need some sort of shim, right? Unless you want to like recompile media or compile media pipe bindings, which means that you basically need to recompile media pipe, which means that you then need to figure out how to compile media pipe. There is GDMP. I think I've shown that before. GDMP. Sorry. GDMP GitHub. This thing. And there is a 4.0 branch, but it doesn't, I don't think it supports the thing that I'm using just yet, which is fine. Compile, yeah, I mean, that is what this person is doing. Yeah. But the thing that I am looking at right now, which is the tasks API, they don't have that exposed, so. I will note that, look at me, I'm on the repo. I have looked at it, I did contribute a little bit. But I need the tasks API. I don't need the old calculator API, which is different somehow. So I am doing my best with what I've got. All right, so this should be fine, I think. So let's kill this. Contribute. I could. I'm not going to, though. I have other things I need to do with my time. I think once I figure out how to do all of this, then I can look more into like actually integrating a faster integration, I guess. I think the biggest thing though is that it's in C++. I hate C++. Working with C++ is the bane of my existence. Let's see. What is it called? It's called Maturin. So build me, cannot install packages. You can do it, I believe. All right. So go here, go here. Just the laziest way possible. I think I still need to do it like this. Yeah, and then, yeah, there we go. So mediapipe is like facial recognition and stuff. So let me just Google this mediapipe. It does a lot of really cool stuff. It's by Google. And it's one of their few things that they have not shut down after like a year. So it does a bunch of stuff. It does face recognition. It can do hand tracking. They have one that's called holistic tracking, which combines face tracking, body tracking, and hand tracking. And then there is a difference between hand tracking and body tracking because hands are harder to track than your entire body, right? Because if you think about it, each finger is like a little arm on the end of your arm. Whereas, you know, I would assume that it's easier to figure out what a person's waist is, a person's shoulder blades, etc. Yeah. It's pretty good though. I'm only using the vision stuff though. It's very good. Yeah, face land. I think I'm using face landmark, by the way. Yeah. Pose landmark. Yeah, so if you want to like look at this stuff, it's here. Yeah. Although some of this could also be pretty cool. Yeah, I was also looking into like Pi03 plus Godot Rust or GDEX, I guess. So I was trying to look into that. I was like, what if instead of integrating it directly with Godot, what if I could bundle? What if you could import the library into a Python interpreter that is itself embedded into Rust? But that seems very complicated. Sounds very complicated indeed. Run me. Wait, this isn't GDEX? No, this is a completely standalone just broadcaster. It's something completely separate. It's a standalone thingy, so it actually can be used for other programs as well. If you just need something to like broadcast data. How does it bind to Godot? I'm using UDP. So I have a UDP server that's listening for stuff, which is actually how vpupper works, by the way. This works in the same way. So OpenCFace sends packets over UDP, and then I just listen for those packets and then interpret them, I guess, right? Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that's why I felt good about the process, which is why I'm just trying to get the data into Godot now. All right, so now we're broadcasting. Ooh. What is it? What is it sending me? I actually don't remember what it's sending me anymore. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. What is this sending me? Ooh, sorry. This is sending me lots of data. Transformation matrix. Oh, right. Transformation matrix and the other one. Blend shapes. That's right. So just go down here. Bum. Oh, sorry. Bum. And then not this bottom one. So I do need the basis, but then this is transformation matrix X. I guess I can actually probably flatten that on the Rust side. And actually, how much is the... Ooh, look, it's at 2. Wait, hold on. No, it's at 4. It's actually a higher CPU usage than if it was just pure... Well, no, it's about the same CPU usage. It's a bit higher CPU usage. That's unfortunate. That is a little sad that the CPU usage is about 0.5% more than if it was just pure Python. Or maybe it's just like random processing spikes. I have no idea. But either way, let me comment these all out. And then we can redo this for my fancy Rust stuff. Release build, it is release build, yep. I compiled it with, what did I compile it with? Maturin develop release, yeah. So develop is for when you are compiling for your own local VNV, virtual environment. And then Maturin build is for distributing the wheel, the Python wheel. And then you can pass release in order to get a release build. Although maybe I should clear out the build directory because it might just be using the old one. I have no idea. Oops, sorry. So give me all of these. I figured out how to fix the mirrored data though, which is good. We'll call that a win. All right, so there's you. Did you build the Rust part and yeah, I did. What do you mean? Python doesn't have a release mode. There is no release mode for Python. Python is just pure interpreted. So yes, I did build the Rust stuff. Maturin is the build tool for Py-O3. The rest get compiled into the wheel thing. It gets compiled into, I'm not actually sure what it gets compiled into. It gets compiled into a thing, I'm not sure. What does it get compiled into? What is in VNV lib snec pipit? No, it's called, I called it pipit. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Pipper. That's right, Pipper. So what is this? It's a PE32 executable DLL. That's what it gets compiled into. This is all free and open source, by the way, if you're interested in using it for yourself. The text edit has multiple cursor supports now. Very fancy. Wasn't that something they were supposed to add before 4.0? Or are you talking about the 4.1 release candidates? Because wasn't that something that they said they wanted anyways? I feel like I remember that. All right, so there's your basis. And then blend shapes. Okay. So now this should work now? Oh. Invalid get index 0 on base dictionary. Oh, that's right. Because I changed it, so now it's, I guess, slightly more ergonomic instead of just sending me arrays. Now it sends me a bunch of maps instead. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I gotta hit you with a bop. Go to horny jail. Only I'm supposed to make horny jokes. Here we go. Bop. But yeah, that's pretty good. This is almost exactly how it's not almost exactly how I do vpupper stuff, but this is kind of how I do it. Right, because Alicia doesn't have any of these fancy blend shape support things built in. I see. The axis? Oh, sorry. I guess I should get bonked. I'm not sure why you found that combination of letters funny, though. That's all I'm saying. Why is that axis so funny? Anyways. Keep this on the side here. I said keep it on the side there. So what does this look like? Yeah, well, it's actually not that bad. It's just hovering around 3% again. Maybe a little less than 3%. I don't know. Is it just am I saving like 0.1% CPU? I don't know if that's worth it. You know, I suppose one of the nicer parts, I guess, is that I get strict typing, as opposed to what I was doing here, which is just kind of like, oh, we unpack the blend shapes, and then here we also unpack the transformation matrix, and then we just kind of encode it. But it's possible that just raw unpacking it in Python is just easier, rather than having all of this stuff. Yeah. I suppose. Hold on. Wait. Roll right. Okay, yeah, that is correct. I always get confused when I look at this stuff and it's not mirrored. It's it's following my exact body movements. I'm like, wait, that's not right. But wait, it is correct. Right. Look up, look right, look left, roll right, roll left, all the way around. Okay. Yeah. So it works now. And also, I think I have a way to import VRM models into vpupper 4, which means that we're back to making progress, I think. Let me see. CPU usage still hovering around 3. How about the memory footprints? There must be some sort of benefit, right? So it's hovering around 123. I can't accept that it's using the same amount of CPU. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know what? Hit me with a Maturin. Is there a clean? There's upload, but I don't need to upload. If I do rmrf vnv libsite packages pipper, and then pipper, so Maturin develop release. Oh, okay, well, cargo clean, Maturin develop. All right, recompile me with release mode. You know what? I think I did this in the wrong order. Progress. You need to wait for the Rust conversion to be better. I mean, this is the best way to do it, right? I don't see a better way because all of these are, well, maybe this doesn't need to be a Pi object. But other than that, there's not really anything else for me to do, right? Because I need to have some sort of class to hold the socket so I can send. Because I thought that like I would also get some speed up from doing this all in Rust as opposed to passing it back to Python. Right, because you do need to go over the FFI boundary, which is a bit slower than just doing everything, like reading once and then just sending it. You want Rust to be better than pure Pi, yeah. Well, there's nothing I can do, right? I mean, this is what I got. I mean, honestly though, it's not that many more things to do in Python. So it's possible that like going over the FFI boundary is slower than just doing, was it these like 13, 14 lines in Python? Right, because everything else is just done via C++ libraries, right? Like video capture, that goes via CV2 or OpenCV. And then after that, there's some C++ magic. Mediapipe, you know, these are all initialization stuff, so who cares? And then the hot loop, you know, this has to be done in Python, this has to be done in Python. Yeah. The only benefit to the Rust stuff is probably listing cameras. That's actually kind of hard to do in pure Python unless I want to pull in a bunch of like other libraries. All right, send me, and then send me. So we'll wait. We'll keep an eye on this. Python. Four percent, 3%, 3.5%, 3.5%, 4%, 3.5%, 3.5%. Still call it 3.5%. I think it is. It's warming up. I can. OpenC Face does the same thing. And then we're at 128 megabytes. So then if I go to here, so this is, by the way, the only like advantage is we can do list cameras, which is actually something that's kind of hard to do in pure Python. Or it's hard to do in pure Python in a cross-platform way. If you just assume that you're always running on Windows, then it's a lot easier because Windows provides that for you. But like Linux, there's video for Linux too, and then there's the other stuff. Mac has its own implementation that might be a bit hard to do. I kill this, we can go here. Go here. And then we can just run it by itself. So it was at like 123, 128 meg usage. Ooh. Wait, no. It's at 3.5, 128 meg usage, memory usage. And also it's not anywhere near 4. Well, it's at 3.5. Now it's at 4. I guess let's move my head around a bit more. Yeah, no. I think the Python implementation, pure Python is a bit easier for sure. That's very sad. That's very sad. I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? That is wild how it's... Yeah. I guess I am doing a lot more ops, huh? Right, so here is the FFI boundary. Actually, before the FFI boundary, I also need to do an implicit from Pi object conversion. And then here, I create wire data, which is another conversion from those Python objects. Yeah. You know what? I can see it. I can see it. That's sad though. Yeah, look, it's even down to like 2.5. And then you might be asking like, oh, but like Godot isn't running, right? Yeah, that's right. But it's just broadcasting on a UDP port, so there is no like handshake, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. But I have it. I have something that works. That's good enough. That's good enough. I guess I'll just rip out the Rust stuff because it appears it's fast enough. Rust provides almost no speed up. Even though this feels like it's really slow. Because I'm iterating through every single blend shape and then I guess repacking it as a different kind of dictionary. But that's fine. Yeah, and then this is just the raw transformation matrix. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. We have more blend shapes? Nope, there's only these blend shapes. There's 52 and they're already all getting packed. So, bleh. You know? There's only ever going to be 52. Maybe there'll be more in the future. I don't know. Should I keep the Rust implementation? I guess the Rust implementation does give me a few benefits. I mean, the one benefit, which is the ability to list cameras. Because I'm not actually sure how to use Nakhua to... Like I can get images, I can get the images as bytes, and I can decode them into the appropriate RGB format, but I'm not sure how to pass it back to mediapipe from there, because that mediapipe just segfaults every single time. So there's something else I'm missing, but I wasn't able to figure it out from looking at the source. Because the source, I mean, I don't know. The source looked fine, I guess. Well, I guess we'll just keep it like that, though. Or maybe I can do it as a... configuration option. Like you can do it pure, like a pure Python way, or you could do it some other way. So we can do it like Yeah, I can make it configurable, I guess. Especially since this is kind of how Python handles a lot of this stuff. So you can do dynamic imports. Something like that. And then, so by default, handle detection. Use Rust. Handle detection, Rust, if use Rust, else handle detection Python. Like that. And then these all use a timestamp, but I don't actually use the timestamp at all. Which way is bigger? They're the same. Although I'm guessing that the Rust implementation has its own DLL, which probably has its a non-zero size associated with it. Yeah, how big is it? It is 3.74 megabytes. So it's 3.74 megabytes that are just completely wasted. Am I reading that right? How many megabytes is this? What is that number in megabytes? Strip it? Yeah, I could strip it. I don't know. Use that. Parser add. Store false. Not args exit one. Wait. This should be Python or use Python. If args use. Also, that's kilobytes at 300 megabytes. It's bytes and it's like 0.4. It's in bytes. I don't know. What does LSL give you by default? I could check, but I'm not going to. Unable to check for cameras in Python only mode. Otherwise, we do that. Args use Python to do all of this. Yeah, I think that looks fine. So then by default, we use the Rust implementation, but you could just use the pure Python implementation if you pass the use Python flag. Yeah. Do you have DU? I do have DU. Hold on. DU, H. Is it lowercase h? It's uppercase H. Wait, hold on. What is it? It's DU uppercase? How do you do it again? What are the options? DU help. Human readable. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's the wrong H. That's why I don't like the comparison. Okay. Wait, what? That's not actually that bad. It's 307 kilobytes, 3.7 megs. What's sh? 3.7 3.7 megs? 3.7 megabytes? Or is that 0.3 megabytes? Actually, that's how it works. Sorry. Yeah, so it's negligible, I guess. It might actually be a lot less than if I were to import the specific Python modules every single time. Whatever. Python snekpipit. Yeah, so use Python. And then you can also configure the port, etc., etc. No module. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Wait, what did I do, huh? Am I stupid? I guess I always need JSON, huh? Might as well just keep that there. Otherwise, we can just do it all like so. No module named mediapipe. What did I do? Ooh. Oh, did I delete my VNV? Oh, this is in a different one. This is my VNV, that's right. I got really scared there. I was like, did you just like trick me into deleting my entire project? Oh, Pipper is not defined, that's right. All right, that's fine. we can make it a little. Oh, this is the wrong one again. All right, get out of here. You're freaking me out. Okay, cool. Then we can kill that and do like use. Well, we can do help, and it'll give me some commands. Sorry, it's not help. It's help. Yeah, so use Python, like so. And that'll be in Python only mode. Beautiful, okay. Yeah. The ports to list or to broadcast on. That's good. Help. List the cameras available to use. Python. Only use Python to handle broadcasting. And I guess like I do need to have a camera argument as well. Arguments, camera, type int, camera to use. Camera index. Yeah, here. And then we'll just always pass in the camera index. Yeah. So args camera. Something like that, right? God, I'm in the wrong wrong terminal every single time. All right, cool. Camera. Or camera index, sorry. Close this one. I keep getting confused. All right, cool. All right, and then we'll just get ready to push then. Yeah, all this stuff is just available here, here, here. And then we can go here. Yeah, look at that. Or you know what? Let's do it like this. So the Rust stuff, I guess this one should just flatten, right? So serialize, transformation matrix. Isn't there's a Serde flatten? Serde flatten? Struct flattening? Yeah. How do I flatten it? Do I need to specify that I flatten the entire thing every single time? So like this, flatten, 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 flatten. It's kind of weird how you're not able to flatten the entire struct, huh? Right. So if I do it like this, doesn't that mean it's fine? So then we hit it with a really quick recompile. Maturin, develop, release. I do realize that I could probably just could just do a really quick cargo test as well and write a really quick test just to see how it serializes, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Invalid get index. Still as transformation matrix, huh? Or, oh, you know what? I flattened it as the wrong thing. Oh. I flattened the wrong fields. So we don't flatten these. You flatten these. All right, so instead of writing a test like I said I was just gonna do, I'm just gonna try it again. Just wait the 6 seconds to let it go in. Ah. Oh, I see. Okay. So it is a bit different. Okay, so let's actually change the Python one. Why not? Or actually, wait a minute. Is the Python really that much different? Or what I could do. So transformation matrix. Or no, for the vector 4, we can actually serialize it like Python. Why not? Because it's just easier that way, I suppose. So impl serialize for vector 4. And then it's s is equal to serializer serialize sequence sum 4 like that. And s it's like finish, right? Finish, complete, end. What is it called? Implementing serialize end. Is that not what it's called? This is not how you do it? Yeah, you don't need to do it like that. Yeah. Am I stupid? Yeah, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is what I'm looking at, by the way. Hold on, hit me with a to-do. I'm confusing myself. It doesn't need to be qualified, huh? It didn't import the thing for me, is that it? Serialize. Huh? Serialize sequence. That's what you want, right? And then this is end. Okay, the trait just was not in scope. That's why I was getting confused. Serialize element. So it needs to be self x. Okay, cool. Pretty good. And I have to do it manually, otherwise it'll try to serialize it as a map, which you don't want. Or at least I don't want. So do it over again, and then we can just use the same Godot code for both, which is fine. How cool, how cool. Start listening. Okay, yeah, now we have the same Python, or the same Godot, or the same GD script code handling the mediapipe stuff. Okay. And so we always have access to all of the data. So if I stop it here, we can look at the data, and then we have 52 blend shapes. And then all of these are just, you know, it's a list of JSON objects, which has each one of them has a name and a score. And I'm not sure of a better way to do that, but yeah. Cool. Anyways, kill that. Let's send it. Yeah, let's send it, I think. Is there anything else I need to do? I mean, I think this loop is pretty good. It's not hot whatsoever, right? I guess we can put them right next to each other. I like having these right next to each other. It just feels like they're more connected to each other. Let's send it. Git add all. Add Python implementation, since performance at this point is very similar, even in release mode. Add ability to choose camera. Add ability to switch between Python Rust impls using a flag. Send transformation matrix instead of landmarks. Yeah, there we go. And I suppose the only thing left to do to really round out the implementation, and by the way, here's the repo. It's all free and open source. I've started using the MPL2 license. But you know. You know what? I suppose I could take out a step and it would be a lot faster. If instead of the vector 4 being an actual vector 4, what if I just did it like struct vector 4, which is it's just an array of that size? How do you set size of an array? Rust creates array of bytes. Sure. Or actually, can you create a Rust array new type? Yeah. I guess you're not able to create a new type array? That's interesting. It's pretty interesting. That's fine then. Whatever. Close enough. I suppose the next best thing would be to just have vector 4 and be a new type instead of being an XYZ kind of thing. Yeah, okay, let's do that while we're at it. While we're at it, might as well. Since I'm sending them the same way either way. Which means we can do this, which means we don't need to do a custom serialize, which means that here we can simplify all of this. Or actually, what am I doing? Like that, right? And then yeah. What was I thinking? I was trying to get too fancy with it. And then we can always go back if we need to. We can always go back. Maybe not. Can I clone? Okay, cool. And that's probably way better as well. So no longer need to custom implement to serialize. Compile me again. Run me. And then you run me as well. He's done it. Okay. Oh, right. I knew that. Yeah. And then I also have, by the way, talking about projects related to Virtual Puppet Project, I also have this thing here, a VRM packer. So what that does, let's keep this on screen off to the side. No, not here. Here. Just open up another thing, VRM packer. Because right now, the problem with VRMs in Godot 4 is that you have to load them into the Godot editor first so that Godot can import all of the necessary metadata, which is very annoying. But what I've done, I wrote a small plugin. I guess we can make it bigger, but there's not really much UI to it, right? So you select a model that you would like to pack. So assets, we'll import Alicia, so VRM, we can pack it, test pack, and we confirm it, whatever. So it will re-import the assets. And then you might have noticed, we probably didn't though, that there was a very quick temporary directory that was created. So the Godot editor imports your model and then packs it into a pack, a PCK, which you can then, here's a little test thingy. There's a folder thing. VRM packer. So we have our pack files, and then this is just to inspect it, right? So it's not super visible, but it provides a descriptor file. It's just a JSON file that, you know, descriptor version doesn't really matter. And then the actual name of the model. And then inside there, we can also, you know, there's only two files inside of the pack. There's a descriptor.json and then like model.vrm. And so this serves two purposes. One, it's always going to look the same, so I know what to expect when I drop it into the Godot 4 version of vPupper. And two, more importantly, it means that there's no memory leak. If you were to cycle through like a bunch of models in like one session for whatever reason, Godot will try to cache those models, which means that it will grow in memory exponentially, basically. Whereas with my method, because they are all the same file names, it means they get replaced. So in theory, Godot should be releasing the memory. Or maybe Godot isn't even caching them at all, and you know, this is all for naught. But yeah. In theory, it saves on memory by doing it this way. And then this is how you would just load it in. You know, on file is dropped, I load the resource pack from that path, replacing the files. Then I iterate through the directory, or actually I don't even need to iterate through the directory, right? And then I can parse string, print it, etc., etc. So yeah. So these two things in combination should be pretty sick, maybe, in theory. Yeah. You know what? Let me do one more thing real quick. I do have art assets bald.vrm. Not VRM packer. Give me, yeah, Scratch. So the re-import bald. And then bald VRM, importing scene, pre-import scene. Ooh, hold on, don't do that. Assets. I don't know why it looks so cursed. Is it because of the lighting? Is the lighting just making it look really bad? I'm not sure. But anyways, we'll just call this bald. Because he's very bald. It's pretty much like the default Vroid character. And I'm pretty sure that these Vroid characters have a bunch of blend shapes on them. Yeah, so you have... No? Oh, I remember. They're all on this thing. They're all on this thing, and then... I don't remember how... How did I figure out how they mapped to each other in vpupper? Because I did something similar here. Did I like iterate through it and then pull out all the blend shapes, or did I do something else? I don't know. I'm gonna go to refill my drink though real quick. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Back at it again, trying to figure out how the heck did I figure out... How did I figure out what all the morphs were? Oh, is it not gonna work? Is it because I'm still tracking? It is because I'm still tracking here. There we go. We're back. Alright, so VRM model. And then I pulled out all the blend shapes somehow, right? Pretty sure I have like a million things open. Nope, just a few. Da-da. Da-da-da-da. I'm not remembering. Expression data, that doesn't look right. Is it VTube Studio does something very similar? Oh, is it that each mesh instance has A blend shape? Oh no. I think it's starting to come back to me. Yeah, and don't these have like real names attached to them at some point? Right, so if I go into here, I load you, we don't actually connect to anything just yet, but then if I look at, is it face? Oh, I have no idea. This is something on skin. These are the binds, but that's not really what I'm looking for. No. Maybe. Maybe? No. No. Blend shape, are they really just called blend shape morph 0? Hold on. I can figure this out. So if we have Alicia, we can then do print Alicia get child. We'll just do this manually. We'll get child 1, get child 0, get child 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Get blend. What was it called? Blend shapes. And then the key. What do you think it's called? What does the VRM spec say they're called? It's probably called A or something like that, right? Send me. Null. Okay. How about just blend shapes in general? Nothing? Alright. What do you got here? What is this? It's the face. Is it really called morph now? I really hope it's not. Blend shapes morph 0? Oh no. Get blend shapes morph 0. Please don't actually be what it's called. No, that's what it's called. How did they have real blend shape names? How did they have real blend shape names in Godot 3? I didn't do anything different. Right, because here I'm just setting the raw blend shape. I'm not doing anything very fancy. And I'm pretty sure if I just go up. So blend shapes. What is morph 0? That's ah. Nope. Yeah, okay. Is there a mapping? Is there a mapping, or is this something I need to like modify the VRM importer? You know what? I probably could just modify the VRM importer instead, which is VRM extension, and then there's just a million lines in here. Just a very short file, just a cool 1,000 lines. Where's the animation player? Shape and blend shape groups. Create animation player. Yep, this is it. Blend shape groups. Oh no. Blend shape master. Blend shape groups. But then how do you know? But then how do you know which one goes to which one? And I keep forgetting this isn't run at runtime, so I need to force a re-import. You know what? That's just immediately killed any and all desire I have to try to make this work. Because I mean, what I can do... We're too close. Please back up. It makes me uncomfortable. Bald. It's very menacing. I don't know, let's put him in front so it's not as weird. You know what? Put him in back to make it a bit weird. Blend shapes. So the blend shapes are actually different for... Oh no. I have no idea what these blend shapes are supposed to be because they're not named properly. And I'm pretty sure they also don't map one-to-one. But we should still have the old blend shapes, right? Or I wonder, is there a way for me to preserve blend shape stuff? So if I go into VRM, pre-import scene, is there an option to preserve blend shape names? Scale, names, animation, import, sure. Immutable tracks, why not? Import, yes. Looking pretty cursed. Face. Oh, I'm gonna wear your face like a mask. It's very cursed. What is this? Oh, that's just the texture. That's also a texture. Oh, these are all just the textures. Okay. It's me about to get into my skin suit to really feel alive. Yeah, okay. I don't really have anything here. There's just some feet. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent. I don't really know. Skip import, no. No occluder either. Skip import, retarget, no. I got nothing. Actions, nope. Let's read the slices. Nope. I got nothing. Is there really nothing else I can do? Is it on secondary? Collider groups, spring bones. What else do you got? Oh, you know what? It might be on the VRM meta now I'm thinking about it. It takes a little bit. This is also why in vpupper I spent so long trying to figure out threaded loading. Because loading this stuff is painfully slow. But I guess that wasn't that bad. It can get really bad. Click to see me. Look at that. Humanoid bone mapping. That's not really that useful. Texture. Bald. Okay. VRM meta. There's the bone map. There's nothing really to see there. Metadata. Click to see metadata. There's no metadata. Eye offset. Spec version 0. Oh, that's the name. There's nothing to click there. That's right. And then you can't see the bone map either. General skeleton version. There's really nothing here, huh? Selected node? Nope. Is there really nothing else? VRM top level. Nope, yep, that's where I was. Spring bones, there's the one. Usually there are a few more spring bones if you have hair. Secondary gizmo, nope. All right. I guess I'll just ask. I'm in their Discord, so I guess I can just ask to see like, oh, what should I change if I want to, you know, also add the other blend shapes to the group along with their appropriate names and all that. We'll think about it. Anyways, everything should be pushed, I think, right? Nope. What is different? Oh yeah, this part. Git, commit, Serialize transform matrix in Rust, like how it's done in Python. All right, push. Yep, already tested that, it works. Anyways, once again, this is the project. All that stuff is just kind of there. Pretty easy. Pretty easy to get set up and running as long as you follow those instructions. And I guess this is kind of wrong. This should be maturin develop -- release, but you know, whatever, it's fine. I've been using the release tag. I don't really feel like, you know what? While I'm here, git commit fix up git rebase. We're just gonna squash it real quick. Pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah, there we go. It's always been like this. Ignore the really quick push. Yeah. That's it. It totally works. So that's cool, I guess. And then because like the Python and Rust implementations are so similar, there's not really a big reason to use the Rust stuff unless you actually want to check for available cameras. That's probably the biggest reason why to use the Python or the Rust implementation. It's not really a Rust implementation, but list cameras. So pretty easy, should work. Cross-platform, he says, as it's is very clearly broken. Hold on. Import pipper. All right. Yep. All right. Once more with feeling, git commit. Fix up. And then git push horse. Yeah, definitely did not just happen. Send it. Yeah, it's been working like this all along. So list camera. So this should be cross-platform without any other extra work from my side. And then the indices should also work cross-platform as well. Probably. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be live Tuesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time working on vpupper again. Now that I have mediapipe kind of working, and I also have a solution for importing VRM models at runtime. Yeah, we can actually continue working on the Godot 4 ports of this. How cool. Yeah. Here is the main repo. Here is just my GitHub profile in general. Here is a Discord if you have any questions or whatever. But yeah, goodbye.